This is a homestead video on pressure canners. It's one of two parts. This part is not going to show you how to pressure can, it's just going to tell about the pressure canner. All pressure canners can double for a water bath, you just don't screw down the lid. So you don't need to have a water bath canner. The only advantage to it is it heats up more quickly because the pressure canners are thicker metal. So the parts of your pressure canner are the pressure dial gauge, and this is one of the most important parts. This you want to have checked yearly to make sure it's accurate. It registered the PSI inside of the pressure canner, and the pointer moves around the dial and it indicates the pressure inside the unit. You control the pressure by turning your stove up or down. So this is a safety device. This lets you know how high is the pressure, because most pressured foods you're going to pressure at 10 to 15 pounds. And this is a pressure regulator. This is also called a rocker. This acts as a safety device, and it prevents pressure in excess of 15 pounds from building in the canner. It allows you to also know when your pressure canner is up to pressure by rocking, which is why we call it a rocker, and releasing steam. This is a safety device also. That's the overpressure plug. On this model, this is a metal unit. On other ones, it's a little gasket. And this particular canner is an all-American. It's really heavy duty. It's what's called a screw-down canner. And the reason it's called a screw-down because you're tightening these wing nuts as the closure on that. There is no seal inside. It's just metal-to-metal contact. So the reason that a lot of pressure canners blow up is because of the seal. So that makes it safer to use a screw-down canner than it does one with a seal. This is one with a seal. See, that's the seal inside. It's a sealing ring. You can replace those as they get older. You want to check it as you go along for cracks and things like that. But they can fail at any time. This is why people have a bad rap for pressure canning. So that is a Presto unit, and that's got one with a sealing ring, and you just turn the lid to the side. I say you turn the lid to the side to close it, lining up the two handles. There we go. And this one, unlike the other one, has a little unit there that is a air vent or cover lock, and that lets you know when it's starting to pressure up. It'll come up to about 5 pounds, and that thing will come up. So those are your two pressure canners. Inside of the either one of the pressure canners, you're going to have a rack. You always want to have something between the jars and the bottom of the pressure canner or the water bath canner, because otherwise your jars could break. So that is the anatomy of a pressure canner, and they are perfectly safe as long as